attracting the talent, recruitment, selection, and outsourcing. This presentation discusses the methods of attracting talent or human resources in organizations. After going through this presentation, you should be able to know the various methods of recruitment, understand the process of selection, know the concepts of outsourcing. What is recruitment? It is the process of searching the candidates for employment and stimulating them to apply for jobs in the organization. There are many sources through which recruitment can be done. They are broadly divided into internal and external sources. Internal sources include internal transfer from one department to another, promotions from one position to another, upgrading and demoting employees based on their performances, re-employing retired or retrenched employees, recruiting dependents or relatives of deceased or disabled employees. External sources include advertising of the vacancy in the newspapers and journals, campus recruitment, that is, recruiting directly from educational institutes, private consultancy firms that recruit on behalf of organizations and charge a fee for their services, government-established employment exchanges, contractors who source labor mainly for construction work, referrals and recommendations by employees of the organization. Apart from these, many candidates visit companies on their own without any prior appointment. Now let us identify the factors that affect recruitment in an organization. They can also be divided into internal and external factors. External factors include supply and demand of labor in the organization and employment conditions in the labor market. Image of the firm. It is generally seen that organizations with positive image attract and retain employees more than an organization with a negative image. Various government regulations regarding recruitment also affect the recruitment process of the organizations. The prevailing unemployment rate also influences the recruitment process. The recruitment policies followed by the competitors also affect the recruitment functions of the organizations. Internal factors include the organization's own recruitment policy that lays down guidelines for recruitment, effectiveness of human resource planning process in the organization. The size of the firm also plays an important role in the recruitment process. If the organization is large, it will definitely need more employees. Cost of recruitment also affects recruitment process. Organizations try to employ those sources that are cost effective. Now we move to the concept of selection. Selection is the process of choosing the best candidate out of the group of applicants for a particular job position. Now we will discuss the selection process. The first step in the process is pre-screening. Some amount of screening is already done at the recruitment stage and initial interview. The next step is pre-interview stage. At this stage, many unqualified candidates are eliminated to save time. The candidates who qualify for the further process are required to fill in an application form that records personal as well as professional details of prospective candidates. After this, a personal interview is conducted to judge communication skills, behavioral reliability, and pressure handling skills. In some companies, selection process ends with the interview. The next step is reference check. In application form, the candidates have to fill in the reference column also, wherein they have to mention names of their former employer, former colleagues, customers, or any reputable person. At this point, these references are cross-checked and their feedback on candidates' behavior, skill, and conduct is sought. After clearing this step, the candidates have to appear for tests. Personality tests measure the personality characteristics of the candidates. The personality traits can reveal more information about candidates' abilities and interests, but they are difficult to measure. There are 4 types of personality tests that organizations use. They are Personality Attribute Inventory, Personality Adjective Checklist, Cross-Cultural Adaptability Inventory, and California Psychological Inventory. The next stage is interview. It evaluates candidates' behavioral qualities and eliminates bias and prejudices from the recruitment process. There are many types of interviews that organizations use. They are unstructured interview. In this, different questions are asked to different applicants. Situational interview. In this, candidates are asked how would they handle a given job situation. Structured interview. In this, candidates are given same set of questions. Apart from these, organizations also use behavior description interviews, comprehensive structured interviews, and structured behavioral interviews. The next step is assessment centers. It consists of standardized evaluation of behavior based on multiple evaluations, including job-related simulations, interviews, and psychological tests. It includes A. Leaderless group discussions in which applicants meet as a group to discuss an actual job-related problem, and B. Role-playing in which candidates are required to assume different roles in a work environment. The next step is physical examination. After passing through all the stages, a physical examination ensures that the candidate is physically fit. Many companies often do this for medical aid reasons. And finally, after passing all the stages, a candidate is offered the job. However, the process can be affected by personal biases, halo effect, unclear role of interviewer, contrast and reflection effect. Induction is introducing the new employees to various aspects of the organization like size of the organization, history of your organization. Now let us see how much you've learned. Answer in one word. Is transfer an external or internal source of recruitment? Answer is quite simple. It's internal. Next one, is goodwill an external or internal factor affecting recruitment process? Again, an easy one. It's an external factor. Next, what is the process of choosing suitable candidates called? Well, it's called selection. Last one, in what type of interview different questions are asked from different applicants? The answer is unstructured interview. Now let us quickly go through the main points of the presentation. Recruitment is the process of searching and stimulating candidates to apply for the job. Selection is the process of choosing prospective candidates for a specific job position. Induction is the foundation for getting the most out of the employees and determining their long-term success. Outsourcing is the process of hiring expert services of third parties to take care of its HR functions.